I'm live, just so you know. Huh? You can turn it down a little bit.
Thank you.
Hi, Jack. How are you doing? I'm doing pretty good, actually.
Thursday, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you can bring him before you go into work on Thursday and pick him up on your way home. That'll work.
How have you been doing lately, Jack?
He's live. Alright, keep me updated on my phone. Bye, buddy.
So he's going to be out of her hair for a month. Not a bad situation. I mean,
Right? We're gonna have the girls for a couple of hours every Thursday, though.
that's fine. That's not an issue at all.
problem.
Are you watching? Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then to make sure no retards come in.
That's okay.
Let me check that. So there's only two in here.
Yeah. I'm gonna mix the beef and turkey.
That's why I got it both out.
Yeah. So I figured. Come on, you two, get over it.
nobody comes in really after 10 minutes, I'm just gonna shut down. So I'm gonna wait and see if anybody wants to chit chat. Yeah, there's somebody else in there. Huh? Oh, hi, Gene. I didn't even see. For some reason, your comment didn't pop up on my screen here. And while I'm waiting on some of the stuff to start cooking, I was watching TV a little bit while I was waiting on people to come in. No, it's not ready yet. Tonight, it's not a complex dinner, but I'm doing a kind of like a concoction of stuff. A lot of people don't realize that when you have stuff left over in your fridge and your cabinets and you don't know what to do with it, a lot of times you can just throw a lot of stuff together and it's actually pretty good. And that's kind of what I'm doing tonight. We're eating kind of healthy, but it's not like, you know, vegetarian type food or anything. If I can find my spoon. How's it going, Alabama?
Back in the woods.
Way out in the woods, huh? Going pretty good. Just getting some dinner made.
Tonight is just like a concoction of a couple things. It's kind of like a casserole, but it's some stuff we've had in the freezer and cabinets for a little while I want to use. And I've got some ground turkey and some ground beef that I'm cooking up. And I'm going to take this, once it's done and seasoned, I'm going to mix in with it some cream of mushroom soup. I'm going to saute up green beans and bacon. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to top it. I can find it. I'm going to make kind of like a crust.
They're right there.
Oh, they were sideways. I didn't see it. With cheddar bay biscuit mix crust. So it's going to be pretty good. And then I'm making some ranch and bacon pasta salad, which you gotta love, ranch and bacon pasta salad. Then concoctions are always better. Yeah, a lot of times they are a lot better tasting than what you can find in a recipe or whatever, because you're adding so much of what you like. Kind of in the background watching a movie called The Green Lantern. If y'all have seen it, it's a pretty good movie. Has Ben Affleck in it, and what's that? Yeah, it is. That's Ben Affleck, babe. Yeah, that's basically what you're doing. You got to throw stuff together a lot of times. That's how people find recipes, find things to make.
I'm the one that thought of it. You just kind of concocted a little bit more than the first thing.
Yeah, Ashley's actually the one that thought of it, and I'm kind of adding to it and just kind of putting it together.
Put the ingredients out and say, this is what I want, but I don't know how to
Yeah, she put everything on the counter, said, "This is kind of what I want, but I don't know how to do it, so you do something with it." I said, "Okay." Then I've got some of these that I'm doing for dessert, some little cupcakes. Yeah, that's Ben Affleck. Give me just a second. I swear that's Ben Affleck. Yeah. Ryan Reynolds. They look so much the same. I promise. They look so much the same. It's not even funny. Okay, I was wrong.
Not you, buddy.
No. I was talking about the actor here, bud. My little 5-year-old nephew Ryan. I was talking about him. They look so much the same.
No, let me show you. Let me show you. That's Ryan Reynolds. Okay. And that's Ben Affleck. Ben Affleck, Ryan Reynolds. They look the same. Oh well. To me, they do. I may be blind. Okay, so when I do stuff like this and I cook with like ground turkey is one of those meats that, to me, you have to add to another ground meat. So, oh no, 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 they look the same. But anyway, so ground turkey is okay in some things by itself, and if you're able to can't even talk right now. If you're able to season the ground turkey the right way, it'll taste okay. But if you pair it with a ground beef or ground pork of some kind, it's going to take on the flavor of that pork or beef. So basically, if you have ground turkey and you only have like half the amount, you can substitute the other half with ground turkey and you'll get the same flavoring. No. I could have sworn that was Ben Affleck. Ryan Reynolds and Ben Affleck have very similar facial features, and I confuse them a lot in movies. Who don't you miss? Let me guess. Ben Affleck. Oh, I don't talk about other channels really much on my stream. Um, Everybody has their own way of doing things, and I do my own thing. And I'll watch other channels, but there's when it comes to specifically talking about things like that, I don't get involved. So, um, Trump, my love, nice to see you again. It has been for a very long time, and no, my dreams weren't really crushed when Donald Trump was elected president. It was just another day. So, no, that's okay, Alabama. I just if there's a channel that I really like, or that I'm really good friends with, every so often, or if something's going on their channel, I'll mention it. But I don't talk bad about other channels or anything like that. I don't talk down about other people. I try to keep my live streams positive and kind of upbeat. So I try not to talk bad about other channels. You know, it's good that you voted for the Donald Trump, my love, because oh no, that was you, Alabama. I'm sorry, I thought it was the other person because you were talking about a couple things. Yeah, the Donald's a pretty good guy. I mean, a lot of people talk bad about him and stuff like that, but uh, I've seen a lot of positive things from him. Okay, Alabama, like I said, please. Are you talking about Trump, or are you talking about because the political thing? That's fine. I mean, if you're talking bad, but if you're talking bad about another channel, like I said, I don't. So I'm going to hide that. Yeah, he's doing a great job. Uh, I mean, there's some things that could be done better, and if he doesn't come to an agreement, which so far there hasn't been, by Friday the government's going to shut down again, and people are going to end up, kind of, depending on how long it lasts this time, it could be a really bad thing because although people got their back pay, not having things on time like they normally would, or on a certain day like they normally would, and having payments, having things scheduled, and it really messes a lot of people up. And that's where I think it could be done a different way. So I'm tossing, along with my ground beef and ground turkey, I'm tossing some seasoning salt, some onion powder, and some garlic powder. Oh, they did. They improved the wall funding. Good. No, there's been a lot going on here in St. Louis, the St. Louis area, lately. So, the U.S. politics hasn't been on the front of the news lately. So, it's, you know, the little bit that I do watch the news hasn't been about it. For those of you that don't know, I live in the St. Louis County area. I know what you meant. Well, St. Louis City and St. Louis County are two separate governments. It's actually two separate entities, I should say. The city, St. Louis City, is one of just a handful, if not less. I mean, maybe like 2 or 3 cities across the United States that is not part of a county structure. St. Louis City is its own county and city government. It's its own government, period. So there's been this project going on for the past 5 years or so that has been trying to figure out what would be best for the county and city area. And they have proposed a merger of the county and city. There are 90 different municipalities in the county. 90 different, there's 53 different municipal courts. There's 20 different municipal fire departments. There's like 20 something, no. There's a lot of different police jurisdictions, and it makes for a heck of a time. But they've been doing it for over 100 years this way. And the city he does have the executive privilege to declare a national emergency with the situation, and he could get the funding that way, and it'll be built right away. National Guard will go down and put it in, and bam, it's done. No, that's fine, Alabama. But anyway, so they've been trying to get this city-county merger going, and people in the city are saying, yeah, let's kind of do it. It doesn't really matter to me. And people in the county have been saying, no way, let's not do this. This is stupid. Because what's happened is the split actually happened back in the 1800s. And it's kind of gone on for a while where at different times throughout the century, or this last century, there's been different attempts to merge them back together, and they have not been successful. Well, it's in the state constitution for the city of St. Louis to be separate from the county of St. Louis. And because of that, this organization has to get a statewide vote to merge them back together. Well, people in Kansas City, people in Springfield, people in Northwest Missouri, they have no clue what's going on in the St. Louis area. And it's just one of these situations where it could end up becoming a disaster. St. Louis City is known to be less developed. I mean,
it's economically developed, but ethnically, personal economics such as households, things like that. It's known to be the less developed. The city is known to be, when it comes to the difference between city and county, people are know it for higher crime, less education, less median income, and people who just don't give a crap about how they live. So, incorporating that into the county has a higher median income. It has more economic growth. It has higher development rates. The school funding is higher, and there's a lot of ups about the county that the city wants to incorporate. Well, all these separate municipalities, each municipality is its own city. You have lots of different cities around St. Louis County, and what happens is that all that funding for all the schools, all that funding for the different public safety venues, all the funding will end up being merged, and it won't be carried through to each municipality to be able to do it the right way. So that's one thing that people are afraid of. Each little area, each little municipality, each little city inside St. Louis County is very proud of their little area that they have created. And some areas, yeah, they're a little bit more racist. Some areas are a little bit more poor. Some areas are a bit more developed and have higher incomes. But that's what those people have created. And a lot of people are really sketchy about incorporating the city because the city's higher crime rate per capita, lower school income per capita, and trying to merge all the school districts, trying to merge everything together is just going to be, is not going to be healthy for the average person. Get back, Brian. I'm making dinner, buddy. I don't know. Everybody else just wants to hear, sit and listen to me ramble, I guess. So it's one of these situations where they don't want to do it, but if the state votes on it, then it's something that's going to have to be done. And not a lot of people like that idea because, like I said, they don't understand what's going on in the city county area, and it could really mess a lot of things up for a lot of people. The city has different taxes. There's different tax jurisdictions for different areas. There's different that name, I appreciate you coming in as a person, but that name is offensive. So please, if you're going to come in, don't come in to that kind of a with that kind of a name. Ozarks, how are you doing, bud? Doing okay? I appreciate you sitting there lurking, but every once in a while I like you to say hi. I like to know who's in. I like to know who's listening to me ramble.
Yeah, it's been kind of rainy and kind of dreary and windy and stuff here. So glad it's been good there. Ashley's supposed to be in my chat, but I think she's over on the couch sleeping. So, yeah, just enough mayo. They're all good days. The fact that you wake up and get out of bed is a good day, right? I'm gonna mix it up. It's just my pasta salad. It's what is it? It's all these get cold, so I'm gonna let it refrigerate for a bit. It called for I boiled the pasta. It's got some little veggies and stuff in it, but I boiled it and now I'm just mixing up seasoning and mayo into it. And I'm gonna let it cool in the fridge while I'm fixing everything else. Everything else isn't going to take long to fix. Oh, wow, 4 strokes. You're holding in there. You're not going anywhere soon. So my pasta salad is in the fridge. Half of it's in my stomach already, but no. I need to get my baking dish. And I need a bigger one than that. There we go. So I have my casserole dish. Are you Asian? So I've got my seasoned hamburger or ground beef and turkey mixture in here. And I'm just dropping in. I didn't drain it. When you cook turkey with a meat that produces a lot of grease or fat, I should say. That turkey will actually absorb a lot of that moisture, and you don't have to really drain it. So what I'm doing now, I don't have any fresh green beans, but I do have some canned. And I'm going to perk them up a little bit. I toss some butter in my pan. And I'm going to saute some canned green beans. That kind of livens them up, gives them a little bit of better color and flavor to them. Kind of busy. You want to play a game with him? Okay, get a game going, bub.
Oh, hi, Ruby. How are you? What? Yeah, she's sleeping. Um. So, Ruby, I'm just kind of doing a pantry dinner. I got some ground beef and ground turkey. Mix them up, cook them together, season them. Now I'm putting some cream mushroom soup in with it, about 2 cans. I'm getting ready to saute my canned green beans. A lot of people don't realize that canned green beans can be revived if you do it the right way. Put it on some high heat with some good butter and a bit of salt. Perks them right up. Awesome. Good. I'm so happy. You have no clue, Ruby. That is amazing. I'm so happy for you. So this is what this looks like with the cream and mushroom soup in it. It's just my meat mixture. Um, and that adds some more flavor to that turkey. Ground turkey to me is very, very bland. Go in there when I'm trying to fix your bud. Okay. What? Oh yeah. Okay. In the meantime, I'm going to be mixing my cheddar biscuit dough up. All it takes is 3/4 cup of water and some cheese. And then that garlic herb stuff on top. I just need a bowl. Bowls are very handy to have in the kitchen. Big bowls, small bowls, medium-sized bowls. Any kind of bowl that you can actually put stuff in. Bowls are very useful. I missed you while you were gone, Ruby. Really did. So I'm going to put, oh, there we go. I'm going to put a little bit of garlic, salt, or seasoning in my green beans because we really like garlic flavoring. And it's going to be, other than the little bit that I put in with the meat, that's going to be the only seasoning I'm really going to put in. Sorry, I'm confused at the moment.
Okay. So you guys can see these are sauteed green beans. I'm just going to toss some on top. That was one can. It should be good. No, I think I'll do another can while I'm doing the biscuits. Let me find my measuring cup. That's what I'm confused about at the moment. It's not where it should be. What's up, bud? Good. Well, Mo Man, how are you doing, bud? Long time no see. I think I'll actually do the other can of green beans as well. That way there's a lot more substance in there. So how have you been doing, Mo? Ryan, quiet down. Ryan, quiet down. Yeah, been doing really good. Just getting dinner done. I'm gonna be making some dessert here in a little bit. Just got some cupcake mix to do some Funfetti cupcakes for dessert for the boys. I'm adding a bit of extra cheddar or extra cheese to my my little dough. Yeah, it's basically what it is. Just kind of a concoction for dinner. My wife got out some things and set them on the counter and said, I want this and this and this and this and this, but I don't know how to put it together, so I want you to do something with it. So I said, okay. Oh, that sounds really good, Mo Man. I'm getting some leftovers, aren't I? So I don't know if well, I know Alabama was in my stream last night. I'm not sure exactly for how long though, but thanks to a very generous viewer. I'm going to be. It's not going to be like today or tomorrow, but I'm going to be ordering the hottest pepper on earth. It's called the Black Reaper. It's actually hotter than the Carolina pepper. I'm going to give it a try. I'm going to see if I can stand it. Oh, Ruby, if you like homemade potatoes, last night you missed me doing homemade French fries. So, and they were, I mean, so good. But this is a combination of ground turkey and ground hamburger. When I do ground turkey, I like to incorporate it with another meat because ground turkey is very bland. And it doesn't have any good flavor at all to me. So, oh, I need to pretty my oven. I've done homemade pizza dough before. It's actually really, really good stuff. Actually did that on a live stream a couple of weeks back, actually. This biscuit dough doesn't really stretch, so I'm just kind of stretching it over the top because I want to try to cover as much of it as I can for this kind of a meal. It's very, very sticky. So I'm just kind of spreading it out. And it doesn't really like spread out when it cooks. So yes, ground turkey needs a lot of seasoning and flavor added to it. Otherwise, it's very bland, very just not appealing. So, oh, that sounds really, really good, Mo Man. So I'm just trying to spread this out kind of evenly throughout the top of this. It's not going to be like perfect because I don't have near enough, but that looks okay. Got some still in my hands. You guys can see how sticky it is. It's drop biscuit dough, and you basically pull it off with a, pick up a spoon, drop it onto a cookie sheet. So a little bit more in the bowl over here. Just a little there. I mean, it'll spread out some, but not much. Okay, rinse my hands off. Fresh strawberry jam is, oh, you're making me hungry, and I'm the one fixing dinner. Okay, so that's out of the way. And I'm going to take because I used all my cheddar cheese. A little bit of mozzarella to kind of toss over the top, over the bare areas. And I just used the last of my mozzarella. So, worked out perfect. So, this is my concoction. You can see the layers. And it's going to go in the oven for about 20 minutes. Well, there's enough food to feed an army in that casserole dish. So there's going to be leftovers, and there's nothing there for a sandwich. And I'll have dishes to do after dinner, and then I'll end up making the cupcakes. You know, I've said that word many times, and the boys have not flinched an eye. I don't think they know. I don't think they realize. So, they're over there playing video games. Jam, biscuits, and coffee. Forget about dinner. Yeah. Yeah, it sounds actually really good, but I've got to fix something with substance. We got kids. And you know, Ruby, I'm not sure yet. Funds at the moment are kind of low. So just so I don't really have the ability to do what I want to do. It's gonna have to wait a little bit, but we've just had so many things going on, and we had to get a new car. We have to get ready for this baby that's coming. Oh, Ruby, did you hear? Did you hear the news? Were you still around when I announced the news? Well, we have a new addition here in about 6 months. We don't know if it's a boy or girl yet, but we've been having to get ready for it. We're not exactly sure. It's more going to be like 5 months. She's like 16 weeks now. A good friend of ours. Is having an unplanned pregnancy, and she knows we've been trying. She even had that shot thing in her arm that's supposed to be effective for however long, I'm not sure, but that failed. Apparently it was just her turn to get pregnant, and she was going to put it up for adoption, but she decided to ask us first because she knows that we've been trying. And we said, yeah. And she said, okay, it's yours. So we have one on the way. And Yeah, it's gonna be a little baby Googler, whether it's a boy or girl, because even Ashley admits that. We got a little onesie that says, I'd have to go get it and show you, but it's really cute. It says, "Why need why why use Google when you have a daddy like mine?" or something like that. It's really cute. So oh, definitely. We'll keep you updated and let you know how things are going. Once we find out if it's a boy or girl, we're going to announce it a certain way. So, yeah, we're being very proactive with the pregnancy, and um, she. This is an amazing thing that we're getting, and she lives about an hour and a half from us, which isn't too bad because she comes down here once or twice a week as it is anyway. She comes and sees us as much as possible. We video chat with her all the time. We're like all really good friends. So um, we've been that way for like the past year and a half. So yeah, now I'm just waiting on this to get done. In the meantime, um, I'm going to mix up my dough or my batter for my cupcakes. Once I get done with this. Hi, Howie. How are you doing? Thanks for coming in, saying hi. Tonight's dinner is already in the oven. I've been live for about an hour now, and it's kind of like a kitchen concoction. We had some. Well, Ashley pulled some stuff out and said, "I want this stuff, but I don't know how I want it done. So come up with something." So um, I she wanted ground beef, ground turkey. She got green beans out. She got some biscuit mix out, and a couple other things. And she said, "This doesn't have to be in it." Blah blah blah. And so I cooked up my ground turkey and my ground beef together, seasoned it, put it in a pan, mixed it with cream of mushroom soup, sauteed some canned green beans, and I had some Red Lobster cheddar biscuit mix. Putting on top of it, or I got on top of it with some cheese and stuff, and it's going to turn out pretty good. It's gonna be about another 6 or 7 minutes before it's done. But yeah, we're all glad that Ruby's doing a lot better. Miss seeing her in my chats. Yeah, we like I said, we really missed you, Ruby. You add a little bit of extra oomph to the chat, and I really appreciate that. I'll go ahead and make these when that comes out, and after I end this, because it doesn't take but a second to mix up batter for cupcakes. And I got some of the funfetti icing, so it goes together. I went to Dollar General. There's Dollar General right up the road from where I live, and they got a bunch of stuff on sale and clearance and stuff in the aisles. And I thought I was going to spend like $20. I only spent a little over half that, so I got a really good deal. So yeah, we've all had you in our thoughts, Ruby. Like I said, you've been missed. Watching Green Lantern in the background, it's a good movie, so. Yeah, I know how that is, Howie, and just got to do what you can to get through it. Some people have it harder than others, but you learn to be able to live life and get on with things again. It's a long process. Yeah. Well, it was. Sorry. It wasn't Dollar Tree, it was Dollar General. And they have a lot of things on sale. So, I ended up getting. Normally, this is like $2. I got this half off. It's some pretty good. I've used this before, and it's pretty good dish soap. Got some other things on clearance too. Another couple minutes and it'll be done. All right, Howie. Yeah, I noticed that one of our other liked subscriptions, it just went live, so you're probably going there. I understand, it's fine. I'll be going there after I get done here. So. I understand, Howie. Give me just a second. I can find my. Howie, I totally understand what you're going through. I lost my first wife about 12 years ago, and it was extremely hard. And my son, I lost him at the same time. It was due to a car accident, and it devastated me. But after time, you learn that things get better, that you may think that life ends with them, but you end up learning that was a learning time for you in your life. It was a way to make you stronger through what happened. And I'll never forget them. But I learned after time that you end up realizing that you have to live the life that you have, that you can't take things for granted. And I think it made me a much better person because I went through what I did. And overall, I think that it's still hard to bring it to words. I never talk about it because it's something that was so hard to go through. But to me, I think it made me a better person because I was able to get through that. And I understand that life is so precious that you can't take things for granted, and you can't give up. So I just want you to remember that no matter what you go through, no matter how hard it may seem at times, that it's not the end. And it's not, that was just the end of that person's journey. And the fact that you were there at the end of that person's journey, to me, it makes me feel better to know that I was part of that journey. Dessert is going to be cupcakes. So. Okay, perfect. We'll let this cool for a few. And while that's cooling, I have my cupcake tin I've got to clean out. Because I've used it a lot. And I've needed Brillo pads to actually clean it the right way, and I haven't had them. Until recently. Maybe. What does it look like, Ryan?
Why do I hear duct tape I don't think? Somebody needed it together.
What'd he say?
Where I see a cupcake box open.
Because this is my dinner. You guys are having what's over here on the stove. Cooling. Do what? Oh, I was just kind of cleaning up on my cupcake tin. I had said that before I grabbed it. I didn't know if you heard me or not, Ruby. Okay. Let's just kind of dry off while I'm eating, and then I'll make cupcakes and stuff like that after I'm eating. So, guys, I had to let this cool for a few.
Did you put this stuff on top of it?
Huh?
The seasoning on top of the biscuits?
Oh, you want to put the garlic butter on it? I can do that.
You said that. You two need to knock it off.
Okay, thank you, Ruby. You have a good night, sweetie. Again, I'm really glad that your surgery went well and things are a lot better for you, because we were worried about you. Was thinking about you. Hey guys, I'm just about done. So I've got probably maybe another 5 minutes on live. I just wanted to sit and chat with you guys for a little bit, see how you were. those of you that watch my lives, you know I always leave you with a bite. So this is what it looks like afterwards. And I'm just tossing some garlic herb butter on top. Oh, thank you, Mo man. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's a pretty cool shirt. How was your weather today, Mo man? So this looks like really good to eat. That was just garlic herb butter. When you buy from the store the box of Red Lobster cheddar biscuits, it comes with a little package of little spices, and you melt down some butter, and you brush that on top. And it's just garlic herb butter for the top of the biscuit. Okay, so I always leave you guys with a bite. This looks like really good. So I'm going to get going. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. It means a lot to me. If you haven't so far, hit that like button, because that shows me that you like this type of thing that I do. And if you didn't like it, I understand. You can hit that thumbs down. You can be honest. This is my pantry concoction. Guys, I love it every time I come in here because you guys chat, you talk, have good conversation with good friends. And that's what dinner's all about. I'm getting ready to sit down and eat mine with my family, my loved ones. And until next time, guys, I can show you how to make something else, or I can get ideas from you guys. My email's in the description if you want to email me about anything. My PayPal's in the description in case you have $1 or $2 you want to help contribute to some of the food costs and stuff like that and help keep my channel going. Until then, I love you guys. That's really good. Bye. Have a good night.